everybody, good morning and welcome to your Trinity Kids craft for Sunday, January 10th. Today we are doing our craft on the 4 friends who helped their friend who was paralyzed. So this is what it is today. You can go ahead to our Trinity page and you can print this out, and what you're going to need today is you're going to need either crayons or markers and scissors, and the parents are probably going to help with the scissors part here. So what we're going to do first of all is we're just going to go ahead and just do some coloring here. So, take whatever markers you want here, and you can go ahead and color. And I'm just going to start coloring, their clothes here. So, in our story today, we talked about the friends and how Jesus, he came to their town and people had heard about Jesus and all the amazing things that he was doing, and so they had their friend who was not able to walk, and so they really, really wanted to help him. And so they went to where Jesus was, and when they got there, well, unfortunately, there were so many people there that they couldn't get to see Jesus. So they worked their way through, and somehow climbed onto the building. So obviously buildings back then weren't made, like they are today. I mean, we've got, our stucco, and so buildings were made a little bit differently back then. So they were able to climb up onto the building and get to the top. So now if we did that today, we probably wouldn't be able to just dig a hole in our roof, would we? No. Well, things were made differently back then, like I said. And so they were able to dig through the roof and then lower their friend down. And Jesus was in there. And he healed their friend. So what I'm coloring here is this little strip of paper we are going to cut out in just a little bit here. It's kind of different scenes that we are going to do here. That it's a little window here that we're going to be working on here, and it kind of helps tell the story. So go ahead and color yours however you want. And again, once I start doing things, if you need a little more time to color things or whatever, go ahead, pause the video, take as much time as you need. No hurry. All right. Just about done coloring here. And what it says at the top here, it says, "Some men came, bringing to Jesus a paralyzed man. Since they could not get him to Jesus because of the crowd, they made an opening in the roof and then lowered the mat the man was lying on. And when Jesus saw their faith, he said to the paralyzed man, 'Son, your sins are forgiven.' He healed the man, and the man was able to get up and walk." So now what I did is, here we go. I've colored this so far. Go ahead and, color as much as you want. And what we're going to do now is we are going to just cut off this strip of paper here. So you might need some help, from mom or dad. So I'm just going to cut straight down here, right here, all the way down. Okay, so this is what I have. So I cut that straight off. And then I'm just going to cut around the edges here and cut this out. Okay, so now if you look at this, there's 3 different pictures here. Okay, we've got Jesus and the paralyzed man, and then we've got Jesus and the paralyzed man again. Now, what we're going to do, and now this is again where you might need your parents' help, is you can take the scissors, or if If you have an X-Acto knife handy, you know, you could use that too. There's 3 lines here. We are going to cut 1, 2, 3. Okay? So I'm just going to take my scissors and just kind of cut along there. I actually have an X-Acto knife. I should have just gotten my X-Acto knife out. There we go. Cut along that one there. There's 1. 2 and 3. Now we gotta make sure that we cut it enough so that we can slip that piece of paper through. So make sure I cut that wide enough. Okay, let's check it out. So, if I did that. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna take our piece of paper and we're gonna slip it first to this page right here, this hole right up here, like that. And then we're gonna bring it back out to this one right here. Like that. And then do the bottom one down here. Might need Mom and Dad to help with that. Okay. Now, so we've created a story window here. So what we do is we start off here. Here's Jesus. He's looking up and he sees the friends on the roof here. And you know what I'm going to do? There's another line up here. So let's cut that. If you see that solid line at the top, cut that. That was the first line I was supposed to cut, because then we can see friends at the top. This just goes through that like that. There we go. Now, see how that works there? Now we've got Jesus here. He's looking up and he sees the 4 friends, right? And he sees the man that's paralyzed. So the friends, excuse me, lower their friend down to Jesus. And Jesus sees the man. And then Jesus heals the friend. So there you go. There's your story window. You can use that and you can retell today's story. So thank you so much for joining me today, you guys. I really appreciate it, and I hope you guys will join me again next week. So have a great week. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.